All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er update video as the Niners are doing a bunch of things here on March the 21st. And of course, we're brought to you by Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Check them out in Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. We're also brought to you by MarinAutoglass.com. Check them out on the web, 415-883-3030. We're also brought to you by Sharp Corner Sports Cards and Collectibles. Call Anthony Catania at 831-521-5264, as well as Underdog Fantasy. Check the link in the description. Use the promo code Krug, and they will match you up to your first $100. All right, let's talk about some of the stories in Ninerland. One of the stories that came out today, it appears that Eric Kendricks rejected a larger deal from the Niners to join the Cowboys. At least that's according to ESPN's Todd Archer. He says, word has it Kendricks took less from the Cowboys than he had on the table from the Niners. Kendricks signed a one-year deal with Dallas for $3.5 million. He previously had agreed to a one-year deal with the Niners before he pivoted and signed with the Cowboys. I really thought it had a lot to do with Mike Zimmer being his longtime defensive coordinator in Minnesota, and Zimmer recruited him away. Adam Schefter reported that Mike Zimmer wanted Kendricks to help run his defense and that the veteran linebacker preferred to play in Dallas. And then Kendricks went and explained his decision to join Dallas after putting pen to paper. This is per Nick Eatman on the team's website. This is from Kendricks, who said, I felt like it was a really hard decision. The 49ers are an excellent organization, a wonderful program they have there. Ultimately, I wanted the opportunity to play Mike linebacker and bet on myself. With the Niners, of course, Fred Warner plays Mike linebacker, so he would not have had a chance. He said to be able to play Mike with this defense and the guys we have on this defense, it was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. I'm very happy with the decision. So, Zimmer has been his head coach for 7 of his NFL seasons. He's now 32. To me, no harm, no foul. He spent last year with the Chargers. He was solid. And now he joins a Dallas defense headlined by Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence and Deron Bland and Trevon Diggs. And more importantly, it sounds like for Kendricks, the Niners were going to play him as a weak side. He was going to be the will stack backer in the defense, but not the Mike linebacker, not the green dot. And there's a little bit more coverage responsibility for the will linebacker at times in certain defenses and certain looks. So maybe he feels more confident in his ability to play the run than his ability to play coverage. Needless to say, he wanted to play the Mike, and he wasn't going to do that with the Niners. So there you go. Eric Kendricks voiced his opinion earlier today. The Niners are also, according to reports, among the teams that's going to host Brendan Rice, Jerry Rice's kid, on a pre-draft 30 visit. This is according to Justin Mello, who reported this earlier. I don't know that Rice is a great complement to what the Niners have. I think the Niners need a speed receiver to stretch the field. They either need Danny Gray to come of age, or they need to find somebody with some vertical threat. Brendan Rice would be more like a fit if they had allowed Ayuk to be traded or Jawan Jennings to walk away. I like Brendan Rice. I think there's a lot to like there. He's a good route runner. He plays the game with urgency. He's a smart player. There's a lot of the traits that you see with his dad, you see with the son. But he's not a burner, and he's not necessarily a perfect complement to what the Niners are looking for at wide receiver. So, yeah, they're entertaining him on a visit. I don't expect that they will draft Brendan Rice. He ran in the low 4.5s or mid 4.5s. When you watch the film, he kind of plays to that speed. He's not a burner. He's more of a possession receiver, and Jawan Jennings is that guy. So I don't see where Brendan Rice on the Niners makes a lot of sense. Maybe the biggest story of the day today in Ninerland is that free agent safety Julian Blackman is visiting the Niners in Santa Clara today. This according to NFL insider Jordan Schultz. Schultz previously reported Monday that Blackman had a visit with on tap with the Buffalo Bills, And I would imagine this is going to be a highly coveted player. He's 25. He's coming off a season with the Colts in which he set career highs for tackles with 88, interceptions with 4, PBUs with 8. It does kind of it kind of suggests the 49ers, have Tayshaun Gibson, who started 33 games over the last 2 years. He's still unsigned. I think they're going to let Gibson walk. Blackman's a 4-year veteran, and the Niners, they have Jair Brown as the starting free safety, Hufanga, who's coming off an injury. Brown had 35 tackles, 2 picks as a rookie. Blackman, by the way, also saw his 2023 campaign cut short due to injury. There's some optimism, though, that he would be healthy for the playoffs if the Colts had qualified for the playoffs. He was a good player, though. It's a 25-year-old starting caliber safety, and if the Niners could sign him, that would be a great coup. And lastly, Nate Davis of the USA Today put out his free agency grades, and he gave the 49er moves a solid B. As far as the rest of the NFC West, the Cardinals and Rams got B grades. Seattle earned a B+, a B-. So Nate Davis with some middling grades, but he gave the Niners a B. Overall, I would say that, the big story of the day is Blackman visiting. If you could have Jair Brown and Hufanga and Blackman and George Odom, you could go into the draft not really needing a safety per se to round out your secondary. So this would be a nice signing if the Niners could make it. Blackman's a good young player for sure. All right, this video is also brought to you by our newest sponsor, and that is Aura. Now, a word from our sponsor, Aura. Have you ever typed your name on the internet and seen all of your private information is online? Are you tired of receiving tons of spam calls from random numbers? Are you receiving more and more of these as time has gone on? Well, that's where Aura, the sponsor of today's show, can really help you out. Data brokers sell your information to scammers and spammers and anyone else who may want to target you. Your full name, your email, your home address, all your records, your health records, who your relatives are. It's all out there. That's why I've been using Aura. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it also protects me from hackers who could use the information to help them access my social media accounts, my bank accounts, or any other sensitive information. Aura also does so much more to protect me and my family from online threats I can't see. I get other features like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without having to download several different apps. It's really easy to set up. And best of all, I get everything at one affordable price. I value my privacy and I value yours. You can go to the link in the description to start your 2-week free trial. And once again, this 49er video update brought to you by our sponsor, Aura. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of The Krug Show, and thanks to all you guys for supporting The Krug Show on YouTube.